also we want to recognize Survrs. DFNNIS is the secretary of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors in Oyo State. Welcome, sir. Equally, in our midst, we have Survrs CRFNNIS. The chairman of the Association of Private Practicing Surveyors of Nigeria in the Center State, Oyo State, is also in our midst. Welcome, Survrs OA and NNIS. Equally, in our midst, we have our vice of the afternoon, Survrs KA and our NNIS. Is the council rep of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, Oyo State branch. Equally, in our midst, we have Survrs OO, NNIS, the secretary of APPSN, Oyo State branch. Welcome, sir. In the APPSN of Oyo State branch, the treasurer is also in our midst. Welcome, Survrs PT, Onatati MNI. Equally, we have the external auditor of APPSN, Oyo State branch, Survrs meeting. Thanksgiving DA MNI. Welcome, sir. Last but not least, from the delegation of Oyo State, we have the public relations officer of APPSN, Oyo State branch, Survrs SOIK MNI. The man who has done well and the state council is supported also in the surveying family is now living this lovely afternoon. It is none other than the former survey general of Ogun State, Welcome to be Survrs on Martin on Ogun. Welcome, sir. Survey, welcome, sir.
Alright, thank you very much. One of our fellows that I'm not going to practice now, Survrs SP, Master Joala, MNI. Please welcome to our hall. We also have in the house a woman of government. He is the past Surveyor General of Ogun State, the past permanent secretary of Ogun State. Welcome, Survrs and Eroke and MNI. Okay, welcome back. Round of applause for Eroke. We also have from Lagos State branch of NIS. And in the is the vice chairman of the branch. Welcome, Survrs the National President of Nigeria Institute of Surveyors. Round of applause for the vice chairman of the branch. We recognize the great coordinator of Lagos State branch. He is Survrs Joseph. Survrs Joseph, welcome. Round of applause for Survrs Joseph. All right, thank you very much. Another former vice president in the house. All the way from Ile. Who knows that place? Ile. We have Survrs MNI, former vice president of the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors. Alright. He is past Secretary General of Nigeria Institution of Surveyors. Please welcome Survrs FNI. All right. We also have a speech in our members from the council of the state branch here. Welcome.
chairman, also appreciate you for inviting me. I will seek the presence to allow me to maintain the protocol that will prevent
Federation, and we still have other we wanted to visit before the year also. Even the Blue Economic Ministry, we have written and we believe that by the time they give us, we want to be here so that all the areas where Survrs can be a partnership, we are working seriously to have that. And we believe that many others are still on the way. And it is my prayer and the prayer of every one of us that we shall lead you to have a better NIS. Once again, I want to congratulate every one of us here for this memorial lecture. So please let me go straight to my address to this August body. I will establish on the existing protocol established by those people that have spoken before me. I will go straight to my address. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored and privileged to stand before you today at the 2023 Sonia Olu Memorial Lecture, organized by the State Branch of Nigeria of Survrs. We gather here not only to remember the late Survrs Adefemi Sonia Olu, a distinguished son of Ogun State, but also to address one of the most pressing challenges facing our nation, Nigeria, today. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizer for the opportunity to speak on this important occasion. Today, we pay tribute to the memory of a remarkable individual, Survrs Adefemi Sonia Olu. His contributor to the field of surveying, both as the former principal of Oyo, FSS Oyo, and Surveyor General of Ogun State, are testament to his dedication and expertise in the realm of surveying. His pioneering research work in the calculation of land area and volume gathered international acclaim, showcasing his brilliancy and innovation. Let us take a moment to reflect on his legacy and the impact he has left on our profession. In today's topic or lecture, the two menaces of youth unemployment and insecurity in Nigeria, the role of professional elites, is not only timely but also of utmost importance. In recent times, our nation has been grappling with the formidable challenges of youth unemployment and insecurity. These issues have far-reaching consequences, not only for our economic stability, but also for our social fabric and the overall well-being of our citizens. The Islam data, which someone interpreted as just another plane to America. Another one gave it as jumping on a plane to abroad. That is Japan. As becoming a prevailing trend among our talented and productive youth. They are leaving the country in hundreds, seeking greener pastures abroad due to limited combination of unemployment and insecurity. This trend is alarming and calls for our collective attention and action. As We have a pivotal role to play in addressing these three menaces. Our expertise, knowledge, experience in various fields, including surveying, place us in a unique position to contribute meaningfully to the solution. As a professional ethics, we must involve in the following: mentorship and skill development. We can mentor young professionals and provide them with opportunity for skill development, ensuring they are equipped with tools needed to compete in the global job market. 2. Advocacy for good governance. We must use our collective voice and influence to advocate for good governance, transparency, and accountability at all levels of governance, as a conducive business and investment environment is crucial for job creation, research and innovation. Just as Survrs and Paper pioneer research contributed to the field of surveying, our professionals can engage in research and innovation that address specific challenges faced by our nation, particularly in the context of land and resource management. Public engagement. We should actively engage with policymakers, lawmakers, and government agencies. Our chairman is one of them that we are bringing in. I will advise the state branch not to allow the president here to go without a map. Though I believe that coming here today is not by accident. And again, it is an opportunity for you. You don't find them easily at your side. Today, you find him at your side. Tomorrow, you will not so. Please make use of today so that you will have as much as possible to relate with him. So, our government agency will provide expert input and recommendation on policies that can stimulate economic growth and job creation. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the three menaces of youth unemployment and insecurity in Nigeria are issues that demand our immediate and sustained attention. As the professional elite, we have a moral obligation to contribute to the betterment of our society. Survrs legacy remind us of the height we can reach when we apply our expertise and dedication to solving complex problems. Let us honor his memory by taking proactive steps to address these challenges and work towards in Nigeria, where our youth can find employment opportunity and live in a secure and prosperous nation. Together, we can make a difference. May this memorial lecture inspire us all to action. Thank you all for your attention.
Oh,
officer. You're welcome.
She is also the national officer of the women in Survrs. Round of applause for another women in Survrs national level. Thank you very much. One of our partners in the branch are here. They have come to identify with us, and they have not come alone. I recognize from Access Bank means the Victoria allowed from Access Bank. Where are you? Oh, can I have applause for Access Bank here this afternoon? I appreciate your gift. The Lord bless you all. Very deep words. My partner, where are you?
Okay, we want to quickly recognize also the National Secretary of the Nigerian Institute of Subsidence is also in our meeting this lovely afternoon. None other than Tom Father Olubinga Ashiro. Tom Father Olubinga Ashiro, wherever you are, can you rise for your nation? Thank you very much. Also we have the Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Subsidence and State Chapter. She is also here. Wherever you are, please give a round of applause for top of the basics where you are at the level. And the next item we have for you this lovely afternoon is the profile of the man we are celebrating today. In whose honor this lecture is being organized. It's none other than the profile of the late Survr Adefemi Sonolu FNIS. And to do justice to this, I want to respectfully bring forward to the lecture item right now for the profile, and the person to do that is none other than the former chairman of the Association of Private Practicing Surveyors of Nigeria, of the State Branch. Respectfully, I bring forward Survr Adewale Oluwafemi, FNIS. A round of applause for Survr Oluwafemi, FNIS.
The chairman of today's occasion, Your Excellency, Senator Safiu Adeniga Kaka, the former Deputy Governor of the state and former Senator representing of East Senatorial District. May I crave your indulgence, sir, to rely on existing protocol. The Nigerian Mission of Surveyors have been organizing these occasions since 1986. And like we all know, this occasion is the Soyaolu Memorial Lecture. Now the question is, who is late Survr Soyaolu? Late Survr Adefemi Soyaolu, FNIS, a native of Abeokuta, Ogun State, was born in Lagos on the 9th of April 1920. He attended Modern Boys High School, Lagos from 1944 to 1949. Between 1956 and 1960, he attended the Nigerian College of Arts, Science and Technology and proceeded thereafter to the Southwest Essex Technical College and School of Arts, London from 1961 to 1962. He was elected an associate of the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, ARICN, in 1964. Between 1969 and 1970, Survr was granted a fellowship under the Technical Aid Program to study at the famous International Institute for Area Survey and Earth Sciences, DEPT, Netherlands. He graduated with a BSc degree in photogrammetry engineering. He obtained his Nigerian Survey license number 131
on 1st December 1964 and joined the Nigerian Nation of Survrs as an associate member in July 1965. Late Survrs started his professional working career as a survey assistant in 1950, rose to become a technical officer in 1961. Survrs served as a principal of the Federal School of Survey in New York. At the inception of Ogun State, he joined the State Civil Service as Assistant Surveyor General and became the Surveyor General in 1978. The post he held until July 1984 when he went on voluntary retirement. Before then, he enjoyed the distinct privilege of being promoted to grade level 16 on personal merit by the then governor of Ogun State. That gave him the rights and privileges of a permanent secretary. He published the following: 1. Philosophy of Surveyors research through decades of discipline. 2. Analytical method and automatic checks for area composition, published in Survey Review number 28 of July 1975. 3. New analytical volume complete and automatic checks for artwork, published in the Canadian Surveyor, volume 32 number 2 of June 1978. In pursuance of the publication of an embracing book of survey engineering, which was expected to be published by the University Press Limited in Ibadan, the Federal Ministry of Education, in the front National Science and Technology Development Agency, and the Ogun State government gave him grants of 10,000 naira, 2,000 naira, and 2,000 naira respectively between 1979 and 1984 to encourage the actualization. The Daily Times newspaper issue of 6th March 1974 center page reviewed his work on areas and the discovery of areas and volumes which rendered obsolete the age-long end area, trapezoidal and piramidal which have been in use by surveyors since Pythagoras' days. Surveyors work on grammar checks published in the 1972 edition of Plain and Genetic Survey, Volume 1, made reference to Zoyaolu's Istanbul, thus placing his name alongside other eminent mathematicians. The institution had long recognized the sterling intellectual qualities of late Surveyors Zoyaolu. This in form is being nominated for the National Merit Award in 1984 for his original contribution to mathematics, engineering and surveying. The Ogun State branch of the institution has also for the past 20 years instituted an annual lecture in honor of his memory. Late Surveyor Zoyaolu did not only distinguish himself in his primary field of specialization, surveying. He was also an associate of the Incorporated Association of Architects and Surveyors. He was also an associate of the Institute of Arbitrators. Surveyor Zoyaolu was very strict. He was a very strict, highly disciplined man, both in his private and professional life. He died of diabetes in 1984. In recognition of his standing qualities, the Board of Fellows of the International Surveyors on the 26th of February 2000 at Benin City considered him worthy of the honor of the Posthumus Award of Fellowship of the Nigerian Nation of Surveyors. Late Surveyor Zoyaolu was indeed a worthy former colleague and a distinguished scientist. Now that we have been reminded who late Surveyor Zoyaolu was, it is now time for us, especially the growing young surveyors among us, to think of what we can add In this digital era, we should not keep thinking that everything we need in surveying and mathematics will come from China, Japan, Europe, and USA. Let us emulate late Soyaolu. In Soyaolu's days, we were using 4-figure tables and 7-figure tables. We are now in the days of pressing buttons. Let us wake up to contribute our quota to modern surveying and geomathematics. In Ogun State here, the Adeagas, the Akinhomis, the Fashinos, the UKK Quadris of blessed memory, the Oshodipes of blessed memory, the Azams have done a lot to add to what Soyaolu did. It is now our turn to do more. Thank you very much.
We have a call for for taking us through the life of Soyaolu Adefemi Soyaolu, the man whom we are celebrating today. We are moving to the most gracious moment. We are getting to the most important reason why we are here. Before that, I would like our wives, Survrs Wives Association of Nigeria, to make their presentation for 2 minutes before I invite the president to introduce the guest speaker to us. Survrs Wives Association of Nigeria, please. It is your time.
that the Lord will continue to hand colors to you. Oh. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our royal father of the day is in the house. With a very loud applause, welcome Son Oba Survrs Adetuji Amidu Osho FNIS, the Alayote of the Democratic Press. It's time to listen for WC. He said the best way to predict the future is the Yalo Memorial Lecture Series. Over the years, we have had eminent and distinguished Nigerians as guest speakers. And today, another great Nigerian will serve as the guest speaker. We have had politicians, academics, labor leaders, and various individuals as guest speaker of this series. I remember when we had Chief Olaide in 1997. We have had Chief Franco, Adam Showman, and so on and so forth. But today, we have an evidence cover. So, present to us the profile of our guest speaker today. It is my distinct honor and real privilege to invite the Vice Chairman of this great branch, Survrs Abiodun Olufemi Leali FNIS. A round of applause for my Vice Chairman, please.
Chairman of this great occasion, Senator Phil Kaka, former Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Gateway State, and also a former Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So you will permit him to stand on the established protocol, particularly established by the Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors of the State Branch in order to save our time. Chairman, sir, it is a privilege and honor to introduce the guest lecturer for the Sayao Memorial Lecture in 2023 edition. Let me first talk about his early life and education. We're talking about the profile of Professor Title Professor, teacher, and Madison at University at Ogun State. His early life and education. John Ruskin said, quality is never an accident. Professor Title was born on the 25th of April 1964 in Ilaro State, Nigeria. And he enrolled at the Ogun State University, now University of Ogun, where he obtained his Bachelor of Arts in Education, studied English, and he has a class upper division in the year 1987. He bagged his Master in Education in Sociology and Philosophy of Education and comparative education in the distinction grade at the University of Lagos in 1990. He was awarded PhD in Sociology of Education from the University of Lagos in 1999. During the service of Ogun State University as a graduate assistant on 14 November 1988 and rose to the position of professor October 2011. He has held a number of academic and administrative positions at Olabisi Odubajo University. Let's talk briefly about his academic and administrative positions. I will not bore you with the dates. I will just run through those positions. He has been a course advisor to various levels of students, departmental secretary, faculty coordinator, member CESA Board of Studies, member Faculty of Education Board of Studies, member University Endowment Advisory Committee, head Department of Education Foundation and Counseling, chairman Faculty Program Review Committee, chairman Departmental Task Force Outstanding Results, chairman Faculty Open Lecture Committee, director Institute of Education, member Appointments and Promotions Committee, head Department of Political Science, chairman National Lecture Committee of PG School, dean Faculty Foundation, member State Business Committee, head Department of Education Foundation and Counseling, member Development Committee of the University until August 2021 till date. Between 1st November 2008 and 31st October 2010, Professor Charlie was extended sabbatical leave appointment at Tai Solari University of Education in Jago, where he held these following positions. In actual fact, he went for sabbatical, but there he distinguished himself. He did the head Department of Sociological Studies, indeed, College of Social and Management Sciences, and the chairman, Senate Committee on Examinations. His publications. Professor Charlie has 65 publications to his credit, consisting of edited books, chapters in books, and journal articles in local, national, and international outlets. He has successfully supervised 29 PhD theses, 80 Master of Education dissertations, and more than 200 graduate projects. That is what we have put our hands together. Professor Samuel has been external examiner for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. He has examined master's dissertation and doctoral thesis in more than 15 universities, and among them are University of Lagos, Obafemi Awolowo University, Lagos State University, Covenant University, Bangkok University, Imo State University, and so on and so forth. Professor Simon has affiliation as a professional member of the following: the National President, Association of Sociologists of Education of Nigeria, a member, National Association of Professional Educators, member, African Council for Educational Research and Innovation, a member, Research Board of Advisors, American Biographical Institute. As I relate to round up, I want to talk a little about his awards. Professor Charlie was the best graduate student, Department of Educational Foundation and Management to State University and Koyuwe in 1987. He was the best graduating Masters in Education student, Department of Educational Foundation, University of Lagos in 1990. He was the most outstanding dean of the year, Tai Solari University of Education. Was officer of the Order of the Westlake Methodist Church of Nigeria, a fellow of the Shattered Institute of Local Government and Public Administration of Nigeria, received Long Service Award from Labisi Onabanjo University at Goiwe in 2013. He received Award of Excellence in Academics, Rotary Club of Shagamu Central 2014. He received Diamond Chamber of Tutors Award, Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools of Nigeria in 2015. He received the Yewa Diamond Award of Excellence in Academics from the Yewa Traditional Council of the State. He received Award of Excellence for outstanding contribution to the development of business education in Nigeria, Association of Business Educators of the State in 2016. Professor Chandu Ego holds the valued position as the Knight of Dr. Wesley, Methodist Church, Nigeria. Professor Chandu Ego is a member of Methodist Church, Nigeria, where he holds the highest title of the Knight of Dr. Wesley. He is currently the chairman of the Board of Governors of Methodist Comprehensive High School Commission and Goiwe, as well as a member of the Board of Emmanuel College, Theology and Christian Education, Samoda Empire. That is to say that the eyes are taken by eminent men and also taken by sudden flight. 11. Professor Chandu Ego is happily married to Oke, and they are blessed with 4 God-fearing children who are making good progress in their choosing career. Chairman of the General House, I have the distinct privilege to invite Professor Chandu Ego, who is the guest speaker and the guest lecturer of Soyalu Memorial Lecture 2023. And shall we are receiving together to the round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. While we sustain that applause for our guest lecturer, we can also view what is happening right now. Tell those people who will not make it to this auditorium that this event is being streamed live on Facebook, Nigerian Institution of Survrs, Ogun State branch. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Chairman of the Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs, who is our host, the President of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs, other protocols in the extended. Today, I will be talking on big titles that have been displayed for us, combating the twin enhancing of youth unemployment and insecurity in Nigeria. The roles of the professional elite. First of all, I wish to express my appreciation to the leadership and members of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs, the state branch, for the opportunity me to serve as the guest lecturer at this year's edition of the Soyalu Memorial Lecture Series. This annual lecture series was instituted in 1986 in honor of the Doyen of Surveying Nigeria, a consummate civil servant and an intellectual par excellence, late Surveyor Adefemi Soyalu, and an alumnus of the famous International Institute of Area Survey and Plant Sciences, Delft, Netherlands, was at the time the principal of the Federal School of Surveying, Oyo. He joined the civil service of the state at the inception in 1986 as an assistant Professor General and served as Professor General and Permanent Secretary. More importantly, Surveyor Soyalu was an intellectual of no mere repute, with many scholarly publications to his credit in highly rated journals. He contributed extensively to knowledge in the fields of surveying, mathematics, and engineering, and became famous for his invention of Soyalu's rectangle. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to scholarship, the civil service and his beloved several distinguished Nigerians have mounted the podium
as guest lecturers. The intimidating list includes former state governors and ministers, eminent jurists and senior advocates of Nigeria, past presidents of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs, as well as former vice chancellors and professors. I consider it therefore a great honor to be counted among these great Nigerians. A survey of the titles of past lectures show a shift of emphasis after the first 10 years from core surveying issues to burning national questions. By addressing burning national issues and providing solutions to them, the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors is keeping faith with the legacy of public spiritedness bequeathed to it by the founding father of the discipline in Nigeria and foremost nationalist, Abbas Macaulay, who combined political activism with his professional calling as a surveyor and engineer. The burning national question of Macaulay's time was how to reverse Africa's exclusion from politics and the colonial government. Macaulay's party fought vigorously to promote democracy and show up the participation of Nigerians in the social, economic, and national development of their country under colonial rule. Two of the most burning issues in Nigeria today are massive youth unemployment and the attendant widespread insecurity, which envelope the nation and threatens our stability and corporate existence. As an attempt to measure the magnitude of youth unemployment in Nigeria and examine its consequent factors, I shall then explore the relationship between youth unemployment and insecurity before discussing the types and severity of insecurity in Nigeria. Some of the efforts made by successive governments and their pitfalls shall also be reviewed, and recommendations for the amelioration of the obvious situation, including the roles the expression of professional intent, shall be made. First of all, we want to look at the magnitude of the problem, the magnitude of youth unemployment in Nigeria. The National Bureau of Statistics defines the youth as the share of the population aged 15 to 34 years without work but available for and seeking employment. Nigeria operates one of the most youthful populations in the world, with a rapid and unhealthy population growth of 3% per year. The National Bureau of Statistics states that 70% of the country's population of 217 million people, which amounts to around 1 million people, are below the age of 34 years. That is, in Nigeria today, more than 70% of the population are below the age of 34 years. Again, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, youth unemployment rate in Nigeria rose from 42.5% in 2020 to 53.4% in 2022, making the youth unemployment rate in Nigeria the second worst in the world, only to South Africa, with 61% youth unemployment rate. What we are saying here is that more than 3% of Nigerian youth, that is, those who are between 1 and 4 years, are unemployed. Furthermore, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development noted that in addition to the more than 3% youth who are unemployed, another 28% are underemployed, which gives us about more than 70% of Nigerian youth who are either unemployed or underemployed. Now, the federal government has said, admitted, in the BS document of 2018, that unemployed youth in the country are in a state of economic hopelessness and desperation, and are making law into criminal activities. And we further found that the high rate of insecurity in Nigeria, characterized by insurgency, terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, ritual killing, and cyber crimes, is attributable to the huge youth unemployment figures. Because, as he said in common balance, an idle man is the devil's workshop. When more than 70% rate of this country that we have. Because we want to survive. And in order to survive, we engage in criminal activity. Now we want to look at the high fertility rate in Nigeria. The relationship between the high fertility rate, poverty, and youth unemployment. Now, the World Bank put the fertility rate in Nigeria. When we are talking about fertility rate, we are talking about number of children per woman. The fertility rate of the world per woman, which is the 8th highest in the world. The country with similar or higher fertility rate than Nigeria are Niger, that has 6.8 children per woman. Chad, 6.3 women per woman. Somalia, 6.3. Congo, DR, 6.2. Central African Republic, 6.0. Mali, 6. Angola, 5.3. The World Bank classifies countries with fertility rate of 4.0 and above as least developed and low income countries. Those with 4.0 and above are classified as private and countries are located. And those with 4.6 and above are very dependent and poor countries. Now, for Nigeria, with a score of 5.2, Nigeria and 7 other countries listed above combine their ability of being poor, least developed, fragile and confident with being heavily indebted. In Nigeria, fertility rate range from 3.4 children to nowhere by the highest score of 6.6 children per woman, followed by the Northeast, 6.1, North Central, 5.0, Southeast, 4.7, South-South, 4.0, and the North is the Southwest, with 3.9 children per woman. If you look at that pattern, you see that the regions with the highest rate of the highest fertility rate are also the poorest regions. So they are therefore a difference between fertility rate, poverty, and unemployment. Now, in comparative terms, in 1960, the population of Italy was 4.98 million, while that of Nigeria was 45 million. That is, after our independence, Nigeria's population was 45 million, and the population of Italy was 49.8 million. But as of today, by 2023, Nigeria's population has grown from 45 million to a whopping 217 million, while the population of Italy increased only marginally from 49.8 million to 60 million. The high fertility rate in Nigeria overshoots economic development and brings poverty and unemployment, especially among the youth. Nigeria's multidimensional poverty index revealed that 3% of Nigerians, which is about 133 million citizens, are multidimensionally poor. 65% of poor people, that is 36 million people, live in the north, while 35% live in the south. Kebbi South, Yobe South, and Sokoto North were specifically identified as 3 of the poorest districts in the country. By this, it shows that the states with the highest fertility rate are also the poorest and the most prone to insecurity. Now, what we can research and the records spread of the security in Nigeria. Nigeria has undertaken to a huge crime scene where human life has no value. The Southwest, which is supposedly the safest, is characterized by high rate of killings for ritual money, kidnapping of students, travelers, and others for ransom. Housemen are seen overrunning family communities with massive loss of lives in its wake, armed robbery, cybercrime, and terrorism. Now, the South has been dominated by violent, militant, and cultic groups since the last 2 and armed robbery. Now let's look at the southeast. The southeast is involved in separatist violence directed by independent people of Biafra IPOB and its militant arm, Eastern Security Network. These groups engage in targeted attacks and killing of people that they perceive to be against their agitation. The moderation and order imposed by IPOB in the southeast in the last 2 years has negatively impacted business and electoral activities in the region. There is also the case of unknown gunmen who have accumulated the rights of the Biafra separatists and are notorious for robbery attacks on banks and other business centers in the region. Now, when we look at the North Central, what do we find? Amnesty International in 2023 reported that 32 weeks after the presidential inauguration, at least 123 lives were lost to gunmen, the majority of them in the North Central. Just this August, 2023, bandits armed groups of the Nigerian land shot down military aircraft and killed 40 soldiers with several guards on Monday. The federal capital territory is not immune, and the actors of war of Abuja are prone to violent crimes. We are proud of the today prison break of July 2022, where scores of terrorists were released. Then when we look at the north-east, that is led by insurgents, led by Boko Haram and the Neighborhood faction, the Islamic State of West Africa. They are known for mass killings, child bombing, abduction, torture, rape, forced marriages, and recruitment of child soldiers. A report by the NPP revealed that insurgency in the northeast as of June 2021 had directly resulted in the death of 35,000 people, while an estimated 314 figure is projected to increase to 240 children by year if the insurgency is not abated by 2030. When we look at the northeast, what do we find? Banditry is the most notable form of violence, attack on traders, travelers, and farming communities, and armed robbery. Usually they are organized around personalities who are doing at the planning laws, and they are mainly of the Fulani ethnic stock, but indiscriminate in their targets. Objection reported that there are about 120 banning camps across the northwest, having their possession over 60,000 AK rifles. And between 2011 and 2019, in Samara State, bandits killed at least 6,119 people, kidnapped 3,672, and burned more than 500 villages, with over 700,000 residents that are displaced. The same scenario can be found across states in the northeast. Now that Nigeria lost $40.6 billion worth of foreign direct investment in 2020 alone, and Nigeria recorded the lowest FDI in 9 years in the first quarter of 2023 with only $48 billion. Agriculture is the worst hit. The National Bureau of Statistics in 2023 revealed that food inflation rose from 18.3%, looking at the causes of the insecurity and youth employment that are found in Nigeria. The first culprit are found is the one structure of Nigeria. That the structure of Nigeria has the few responsibilities of national interest, such as territorial integrity, monetary and international policies. It is not by accident, therefore, that some of the largest and most complex democracies in the world, housing roughly 40% of the world population, including the United States of America, India, Brazil, Chad, Mexico, and Nigeria, are run as federations. Nigeria enjoyed true federalism from 1954 to 1966, with all its benefits. Before Decree 34 of 1966, that swept it away. It was when it was as a result of the 1966 coup was being argued, you see that federalism was rubbish with the Great War, which made Nigeria from a federal country to a unitary one. What of things today, although scholars say federal republic by name, it's only by name. In reality, we are practicing a unitary system. What of things in our world federation is that we have resources and for the unity to the center. These arrangements make the center too attractive, and the application to control the center breeds nepotism, mutual suspicion. The high level of insecurity, poverty, and unemployment in the country are attributable to these vices. We are saying that unless we restructure Nigeria and go back to true federalism, we cannot run away from insecurity and unemployment, because there is no commitment to a Nigeria that is structured in the one arena. Apart from that, we also want to look at the cost of governance in Nigeria, which is worsening insecurity and causing instability. The humongous cost of governance is eating up resources that should have been committed to education, job creation, and social security. The global civil service cost the nation about 30% of our annual budget. The 2023 budget has indicated that 8.5 trillion naira out of the total budget of 21.82 trillion will go to salaries and allowances of public officers and avoidable overhead costs. The major culprit of the unnecessary huge overhead costs in the budget is the huge number of ministries, departments, and agencies in the country. Nigeria currently has 541 MDAs. The Orosanye panel has since 2012 recommended the abolition or merger of 102 agencies and parastatals and listed some to be self-funding. It recommended only 106 MDAs for retention. But since then, no government has been able to demonstrate the political will to implement the Orosanye panel. In contrast, in fact, more ministries and departments have been created, and many more bills are even before the House. Again, the organization's lifestyle and lack of fiscal discipline by political office holders contribute substantially to the enormous cost of governance. The Guardian of July 2023 revealed that the 2023 budget earmarked 14.2 billion naira to be spent on the presidency alone, while the National Assembly has a budget of 238.1 billion naira. As against the constitutional provision of one minister per each state of the federation, which many people are even saying should be reviewed, because every state does not necessarily have to produce a minister to run the country. But even at that, as against the constitutional provision of one minister per state, the current government has appointed 50 ministers. 50 ministers from 42 to 27. Yerevan had 39 ministers. Jonathan used 33, and Buhari had 26 ministers in his first term and 42 in his second term. But today we have 50 ministers. The United States of America, with a population of 331.9 million people and 50 states, has a cabinet of 25 members, including the vice president. China, with a population of 1.4 billion citizens, has 26 cabinet level executive departments. So the father is sending one ruling class in Nigeria, not to provoke one Nigerian to vote. He lamented that the 70 billion naira being banded for palliatives, 40 billion naira for members of the House of Representatives are provocative to ordinary Nigerians who have been asked to lighten their beds in the face of especially economic pains. Now, in the face of all of these problems of unemployment and insecurity, now government in the past and other agencies and companies, they are trying to institute entrepreneurship so that maybe when they do entrepreneurship can prospects and pitfalls of entrepreneurship. Recognizing the abundant potential of entrepreneurship in combating the scourge of youth unemployment, government and non-governmental agencies, politicians, and philanthropists. The tragedy of entrepreneurship is that everybody is claiming to be an expert. Most of the schemes that are being launched, they fall into the category of stand-alone short business claim. They have very similar passion, mission, and objectives. Most of the schemes are highly politicized, poorly conceived, and poorly implemented, with little or no follow-up. They are best described as one element project. And that is why, upon all the serious knowledge in many schemes and so much money committed, our youth remain unemployed. Now, in the face of all of this, and I think this is the critical point of this lecture, what can we do as elites in society? We are, as members of the Nigerian of the elite, because we occupy the upper echelon of society. So what role can we play in order to bring about social reform and make a society better? Either as an individual entity or as a professional body. I've said the other, what becomes of the society, whether good or bad, is determined by the choices of the elites. That is, the elites get the kind of society they desire or deserve. That is, the future of the society is in the hands of its elites. The elites are a distinct group in society who enjoy privileged status by virtue of that exercise decisive control over the organization of society. The privileged status and esteem that the elites enjoy derives from their extraordinary talents, academic prowess, professional excellence, political religions of high moral standing, which attract to them power and influence to direct the course of events. And we know that the elite in society, they are a broad category. Elites are a broad category occupying the other echelons in the academia. You can find elites in the academia, in the professions, such as in surveying, in medicine, in law, in engineering, and so on and so forth. Among religious leaders, there are elites, those who are mentors. Remind us like Achebe, like Bolechevika, like Adishe. These are all elites in their lives. We have them among inventors, those who have made the mark as inventors. We have elites among athletes, among entertainers, among the super farm sex, senior civil servants, and also we have what we call the political elite. Now the tragedy of this nation is that we have left the future of our society in the hand of the political elite. So the political elite drive us the way they like. We are saying that the whole category of other elites, including those in the academia, the professions, inventors, athletes, and entertainers, etc., must also play active roles in ensuring that we make this society a better place for ourselves and for our future. We minority group. That is, the elite is not the men who are high standing in society because of the respect people accord them. So everybody has to listen, both the government and the government. So that's what we call elite power. Ability to make an impact. For example, if politicians stands up to take a position on the matter, that position will be highly respected because they are weak. Or even a private association says something. That's the power of the elite, which we should use to our advantage. So as a professional elite, or as an elite association team, we must lend a voice in ensuring a great future for our country. We must be ready to play active roles. However, there are two types of elite in any society. And this one, as a monopoly or a Robinson, as a monopoly or Robinson in 2012, they wrote a book. That book is titled Why Nations Fail. They want to look at the reasons why some nations fail. We do two types of elites in society. The first one they call the value creating elite, and the second one the value expanding elite. That is, you are either a value creating elite or you are a value expanding elite. You cannot be neutral. You have to be one of one. It's either you use your elite position to create value for society, or you use your elite position to extract value from society. Now, who are the value creating elites? Value creating elites are poised to add more value to society than what they get to take from it. While the value expanding elites are determined to take more from society than what they contribute to it. Elites have the wherewithal to take from society and give to society as they give free. What do you mean by that? What we mean is that as an elite in society, you have that social and moral standing to be able to get the life you want. For instance, today, if the Bishop Kuka should walk up to us and say he needs a contract, I'm sure they will give him that contract. Or if one is not going there, that he needs support, they will give him because he has a big power, he has social influence, and they know that his voice for any matter counts because people will listen to him. And these are people who can change the course of society without anybody noticing. So, if he does that, or if the Nigerian Medical Association seeks a contract from the federal government, or they seek some favor, that is, they want to extract value from society by virtue of their privileged position. So, anybody of any port, or a local traditional ruler, or a great inventor, or a great author, says he wants something, they will quickly give it because they know that his voice matters. In the same way, if the direction of yours wants favor from the state government, we need some land to start like that, the government will be willing to give. But without in doing so, you are putting yourself to a value expansion elite. You are using your privileged position to enrich yourself. And we know that in this country, many people are doing that. Former governors, former ministers, for example, former minister and God walk up to a former senator, walk up to the government and say that Senator Peter is our governor. I need this one for my son, or I need this one for my brother. You are expecting value from society. Whereas a value creating elite to take from society and to give to society as they do fit. The difference between a great nation and a failed one is that the greatness of any country, if we want to talk about the greatness of America today, it is because in the past, America has enjoyed the contributions of value creating elites. If you talk about the development of the Southwest today or the Yoruba nation, we will talk about value creating elites like who have sacrificed his personal comfort, who have dedicated his life to provide this education Are we creating value or are we extracting value? In Nigeria, a number of individuals and groups are proving themselves as value-adding elites. Some people have proved themselves as value-adding elites. I've mentioned the life of Okodawo. We have mentioned the life of Abadamani, the role he played in fighting for the political party, in promoting partisan Nigerians in government, and even till now, we can still have a number of value-adding elites in Nigeria who are creating value. Some of them are demanding for good governance. We have some people in Nigeria today that when they talk, people listen to them. When the Shabuta talks, people listen. When Father talks, people listen. When Mother Teresa says something, because they are determined to add value to their society. Those are value-creating elites. And other activities of the institution at the national level is showcasing the Nigerian institution of Survrs as a value-adding elite, because you are adding value to society. For example, I try to dissect some of the social issues and providing solutions. So you are really contributing to the betterment of society, because you are interrogating on this subject and want to look at what can be done to make our society better for it. I looked at the website. I saw that the Lagos Chapter has donated ambulances during the COVID-19, and they invested in national support. They gave advisory to government on control of erosion. That is a part of value creation, value adding, not value extraction. Every professional elite and elite organization should be a human rights activist. We should champion the cause of the community. We should not say because they are comfortable and they should be my income is not to sustain them and family. We should also be concerned about their fulfillment. We must fight for the cause of the other people to ensure that there is justice in society. So every elite in society must be a human rights activist. Every elite say if you see anything, you see something, say something. Leave your own contribution. Let your voice be heard, either as an individual or as a professional body. So we have said every professional elite and any professional organization should be a human rights activist, social critic, should be a philanthropist, and they should use their social power and resources to better the law of the society. Nigerian elites must rise up to the challenge through advocacy, informed counsel, and intervention program to save the country. Elites have to role to play in both approaches. So as a professional elite, as an individual, we should look at what is my role in all of this. How can I say I impact on society and secure the future of the coming generation? As a professional body, the Nigerian institution of what I could do, either ministry of professional impact or within larger social issues, as a Nigerian medical association or by drafting the white paper on the roadside development. Government has already accepted the roadside development report and even building a white paper. That white paper has been implemented. We have so many ministries with overlapping roles and a lot of conflict among them. And therefore, this reform has been implemented to bring about sanity in government, to reduce the size of government, so that we can free resources for development. Then we need to contain the flamboyant lifestyle and the huge allowances and operating costs of political office holders. Now, in the lighter paper, this is the PowerPoint version. In the full paper, we have also sent to the institution that have been distributed by the construction. So all of these are short-term measures that we are taking. Now, let us look at the long-term measures. The chairman had emphasized this earlier, that the long-term measure to solve the problem of unemployment is education. It is when you give people functional education that can give them the skills and competencies to make them able to earn a living for themselves. The problem is that when we talk about unemployment today, there are many employers that are looking for people, but they don't discover that they even know how to employ those skills. Anything like private capacity, about skills. So we must try to take our education from online so that we don't say that of the that is standing angry. Most of the children that are getting banditry and Boko Haram, they are the out of school children. Most of them are actually they don't know about the original food. So if we engage them and we have a part and engage the school system, they will not have plans and get the run of things. And we have taken that as a big association, as an elite individual. Elite must champion the call of government at all levels to renew government commitment to the realization of sustainable development goal 4. Now there is a sustainable development goal 2030, to which Nigeria is a signatory. And that goal is saying that by the year 2030, this is what we want for our individual countries. Now, goal 4 of the SDG says that by 2030, we want to ensure equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by the year 2030. So we are saying that government must renew commitment to that. And we will see the organize so many international empowerment programs. What we are trying to say is that in Nigeria today, we have more than 500 technical and professional education and training centers. They are all over the place, doing all those much. So we are saying that instead of trying to duplicate these things, why can't you situate those programs in those institutions? Those institutions are already cost effective in their implementation. And we are saying again that government must increase the federal budget of education progressively. Now, we next have recommended that for developing nations, there should be a minimum of 15 to 20% budget for education. But in Nigeria, we have never had that. The highest we had, during the Buhari regime was the 8.8% in 2023. So we are saying that government must be dedicated to ensuring that sufficient funds is made available and it's a minimum of 20% of the budget for education so that these things can be provided for them. The new government should set up the national machinery in motion to return the country to true federalism. Because I've said that unless we go back to federalism, our problems will persist. If we engage in the constitutional reforms that we think about it, through federalism we return the healthy rivalry. You know, in the days of regional government, there was healthy rivalry among the regions, among the federative units. In the generation
for our guest on this special occasion, Professor Taro. Thank you very much. Let us sustain that round of applause.
Please sustain the applause for our guest lecturer today. Sustain the applause today. What a great lecture. Please, you may be seated. That was the lecture titled Combating the Three Menaces of Youth Unemployment and Insecurity in Nigeria, the Role of the Professional Elite. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Taro has taken us through another Nigerian theory this afternoon. He started by telling us that the youth unemployment in Nigeria is around 53.4% in 2022. And that rate is second only to South Africa. All over the world, was about 61% of youth unemployment. He went further. He brings poverty and unemployment. And that is why the region with highest rate of fertility are the poorest, the most insecure, and the highest rate of unemployment. The poor went further to proceed that insecurity, the economy's value of security in Nigeria was adjusted towards about $12 billion per year. That's about 11% of our annual GDP. He also told us that foreign direct investment in Nigeria is going down gradually. Where we received $48 million, the least so far in year 2023. Distinguished guests, the Prof also told us about the cost of instability, the worsening instability in Nigeria. Then he told us about professional elite, and that there are two categories of elite in any society. We have the value creating elite and the value extracting elite. Those who are value creating elite in this house here, you know yourself. And Prof rounded up by telling us some solution to this problem. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I believe our guest speaker deserves another round of applause. I would like to hand over to the chairman of the day to direct the season of question and answer and to make further comments. The chairman, Senator Survrs Adekega Kaka. Thank you very much. A round of applause for the chairman of the day. Chairman, you can be seated, please. You can be seated, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are very, very lucky to have the eminent scholar, Professor Elu. We may not appreciate what he delivered this afternoon, assuming we are within the academic community, we'll be able to appreciate it better. But you look at the paper, 20 pages in all. It may appear so handy, but the content therein is enormous we've all listened to the analysis of the positive for the issue at stake. And at the same time, some solutions were profiled from immediate to short term to medium and of course long-term solutions. But since both the problems and solutions are not limitable, I think a few questions from all of us. When I say few, I mean few. Because if all of you were given the opportunity to ask questions, we are not likely to live here today. And I'm sure Prof will never be tired of answering all your questions. So I will seek your indulgence to pick just a few of us to throw some questions at the Prof so that there will be further elucidation on what was presented this afternoon. So those who have questions, you will have to raise up your hands. I hope my eyes will be able to catch your hands. Failure of which you will just abide by whatever I concluded on. So I'm going to start from Survrs Bode Adeaga, a past.
Are you good at them?
Well, I don't know the names of everybody. Okay, you may have to stand up. You may have to stand up. Okay. Any woman. No woman is asking question. Well, I'm a Survrs husband. I'm Survrs husband, so I will represent my wife. So, number four. So let's leave it that. Coordinator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me start with you. When we invited a professor to come and give a lecture, those of us who are privileged to have this paper, I counted the number of references, about 31 references at the back. Before you can make a reference, references, you should have read the paper. You should have read that reference. It means the guest lecturer has gone through 31 books, papers, before he could summarize it. This is a PhD thesis, I put, because when we are making references, so we salute you, sir. Now, you have spoken to us. Is it possible to achieve this one in the present situation we are having as in this country? You have analyzed regional or state statistics. I read sometimes that somebody from the north, he said, we have not experienced or we have not known the effect of banditry, Boko Haram, and all these things. That in 10 years' time, you will find out that there wouldn't be any educated person from the north because most schools are closed, most institutions are abandoned, and you can see the disparity between the north and the south now. We are in the unitary form of government. If it has been to the southwest alone, I can assure you that most of these things will be addressed. When we are begging our children now to have more than 2 children. I'm pleading with my children. Please have more than 2. They say, Baba, you had us 4, we are reducing to 2. And in the north, you find out that their own is men. Somebody have 1 to 12, 13. How can we bring this one And how can we bring value? People are now turned to money. People are turned to money. They are inclined to money. So I would love you to be able to tell us what can we do.
Thank you sincerely. Before we take the second,
ask 2 critical questions plus some commentaries which he ran. I allowed him because he was my former majority leader in the House of Assembly. So those remaining, please go to your questions. Please go to your questions because I will not give you that indulgence. It was a privilege for me. Thank you.
I want to sincerely, please let us begin the noise so that we can get the message being passed across. Thank you, God bless you. Number 2.
My dear guest speaker, during your lecture, you made mention of restructuring and federalism. My question is this: how will you relate the issue of restructuring and true federalism under the umbrella of Babylon leadership in that will solve the problem of unemployment in Nigeria? Thank you.
Please.
What is discussing here? The advantage of this alternative. Recently, they are doing mass wedding in Kano and some other country. And my last question is that they are talking of airlines. That they plan what the future will look like. In our House of Assembly and the legislature, how many airlines are there? How many airlines can contest with those that are going there? Because most of the airlines don't have money. Those that are there, how do they can restructure Nigeria? Thank you, sir.
Number 4. Do we have number 4? Let number 5 make sense.
Number 4 is here.
For the appropriate for the rate of unemployment and
And as we all know, the level of education to women, especially in the north, is very, very low. So therefore, how do we go about enlightening the women over there on birth control, which will be a saving grace to reduction in production to assist in the fertility level. Thank you, sir.
Now, thank you very much. Let me start from the last question. The last question. The police have said that they have a shortage of manpower. We must employ more police and train them. We must keep the military. Because most of us are fighting the problem we are having on our hands first. So the short-term solution is to give the military, to give the police, to give public alignment of people on security measures to be taken, and so on and so forth. That's the short-term measure. We are not saying that the long-term measure is education and skills acquisition. So that when people are busy with their job, they will not be available for some of the time. We have said that government can only do that when they increase the budget for education to at least a minimum of 2 to 20%, instead of 6 or 7% that have been given, and ensure that we implement the universal basic education policy. We say that all children, Nigeria has the highest number of out-of-school children in the world. When children are out of school, what do they expect them to do? They are just going to school and do whatever they like, fending for themselves. So we need to invest in education. If more children are in school, we fund our economy, we develop infrastructure, enough. And we also invest in agriculture. If we invest in agriculture today, agriculture can serve as a veritable avenue for youth employment. But youths are not ready to go into agriculture when they will be using homes and cutlasses. No other thing is to be humble. With their abundant land, they are not making it. So we need to invest in agriculture, to mechanize agriculture, to make it attractive for our youth to go in. So these are things that we can do to ensure that we take advantage of the youth. So we have to look at both short-term and long-term measures. And for both long-term and short-term measures, we as a leading society we have one to play. We must hold our political appointees to account. We must be actively involved in your work, not on your work duty. On your work duty, you have to present what they are doing there. Go to the government, you ask your people, ask your president, ask your governor. You must know what they are doing. You go back to their employer and look at this what is wrong. Why is this coming wrong? You look at the budget. What is the budget of the country? We cannot remain passive. If we are passive, it's going to be what one of our candidates and therefore, whenever we do that, that we can make them do what is right. Thank you very much.
And to ourselves, because if we have the guest lecturer and you are not patient enough to listen, there will be no event. So for being tolerant, for maintaining your coolness and listening attentively, because if you did not do that, you won't be able to, you will not comprehend what was delivered. You will not be able to ask the questions you have asked. So to all of you, including myself, and we give ourselves a round of applause. To the institution, and we pray that we continue to do more. To the professional elites, I think we have a long way to go. We have the icon. We have the honor. They're supposed to regulate the practice of accountancy. They're supposed to ensure that the right things are done and mentor the younger generation. But there is no fraud, no corruption successfully carried out in any establishment, be it private or public, that you don't have an accountant seated in. What is the institute doing? We have the NUJ, Nigerian Union of Journalists, on daily basis, both in the conventional, orthodox, but what about those that are on seats? What have they been doing? May the Almighty God help all of us, and may the institution of Survrs. A round of applause for the chairman of the day, our own distinguished Senator Kaka, for doing a very great job. We come quickly, and the next on the agenda is the presentation of gifts. May I quickly invite the chairman of the National Survrs, Adebola FNI, to make this presentation in quick succession. A gift presentation to the chairman of the day. Can I have the chairman's gift now, please?
The chairman's gift.
I invite the chairman of the day, Senator Kaka, please, for his gift.
On behalf of the Nigerian Institute of Survrs, the Muslim branch, we have the singular honor to present this meritorious award to His Excellency Senator Survrs Kaka. Be grateful in acknowledgement of your distinguished and invaluable service record as chairman of the day during the 2023 Siyaru Memorial Lecture, even this day, 4th October 2023. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for the presentation of today and gift for the chairman of the day. He has served as the royal father of the day.
On behalf of the Nigerian Institute of Survrs, I want to appreciate you, your royal majesty of Osho. Despite the very tight schedule, because you are one of us and a fellow of the institution, want to give this token of gift for honoring our education.
Thank you.
Do not lower
year. I can't end this book of thanks without thanking all the organizers of today's event. All of you are so good. We thank the MC. I can't just end this book of thanks without thanking all the committee members, the social committee members. You are wonderful. I thank the secretary of the committee, Survrs, for the wonderful work that we have done. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all appreciated. Thank you for coming. God bless you all. God bless you, very good. And for the
to witness more of it in the last day. Al-Fatiha, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim wa lad-dallin. Sallu ala nabiyyina
I will pray. He said, journey back to your various destinations. Look forward to see you again next year for another occasion.
Thank you very much. We sincerely appreciate. God bless you real good. We want to sincerely appreciate our fathers and our mothers, the fellows of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs, our daddies, our mommies. God bless you real good. Members of the Nigerian Institution of Survrs,